said to spruce up the gym badges, so this is what they look like if you actually spruce them up enough. You do have to use the Switch's touchscreen for it, so there's that. Alright, that being said, I was trying to think of other things that I haven't done yet, as far as what we could do before we went, and I remembered this area. Also, if it wasn't obvious, our friend here evolved. And, man, really cool that we have Lucario now. I did look to see where I could actually catch a Ralts to actually even make it viable. They're not available in this version of the game. Yay. So, because they're in the national decks, and that's a whole nother thing. So what we're ending up like going through in all this, I honestly, I just ended up deciding, you know what, he's gonna be the sixth team member here. Also, I can't swim without my floaty, but my Pokemon sure can. I love my inner tube, so I admire jellyfish Pokemon. So I guess you have a tentacle. Alright. So well, no, you have a Shellos. Alright. I did when he evolves, he learns Aura Sphere, so I taught him that. Oddly enough, he has more. Let me look. Yeah, he's got more special than he does normal attack, which wasn't the case when he was a Railu. So I don't know exactly what was going on with that evolution, but all right. He still has Dream Punch and Metal Claw. I did teach him Bone Rush with the Heart Scale. He learns that on 36, and well, that was something that didn't happen. All right, it was one of those moments where I could have done this on a video, but I didn't know when I'd be able to, because it's that day of the week that all the stuff tends to happen. So there you go. Especially when they decide to use a leaf blower for hours on end. You never know if that's going to be the case. Aura Sphere is pretty cool. It never misses. So we've got a fighting move that never misses, which is incredibly good. Especially since we had that Starly that kept using Double Team. Good grief. I don't know if Clint's is going to continue doing that, but, well, and it's whatever at this point. Alright. Just do the same thing, honestly. Cerberus with that Shadow Ball. Incredibly useful to take out water Pokemon. I will say, though, I would much rather have Dark Pulse, because Shadow Ball is not effective against normal types, so that's a big difference as to why Dark Pulse would be better. Also Stab, but for the current moment, it'll be fine. Alright. Yeah, definitely just safe. Got an Ether. Wow, that's good. Is there anything over here? Oh, there is. Nice. A Splash Plate. Alright, so we got better water move. Well, that powers up water moves. I think we're just gonna... Oh my goodness. I might have to use a Repel. Also, Wingull. No, I don't really care, Wingle. Get out. Alright. Also, I was doing a bunch of berry stuff off screen, so not too much that happened there. Oh yeah, I also grabbed Giga Drain. That was I forget the name of the route. It's 209. There, where that Pikachu girl is. We never battled her on screen, but there's a surfing area that you can go behind a whole bunch of stuff, and Giga Drain's over there. So there's not. Oh, I did not notice you there. I only live to swim. Teach me what's so fun about Pokemon. Then what? Yeah. All right, Adrian. Me and Tyke. Mantyke's not gonna be that much of a problem. Except Deskez does not have a good move for it. Yeah. I honestly don't have anything good to really make a good ball capsule for Drifloon or Gasloon. So I feel bad. I want him to have one at this point because everyone else has one. But it's like, none of this is going to make it look good. So I guess not. A Remoraid. Get out of here. Tentacle. I don't care. Tentacles typically have a good amount of special defense anyway. They're not bad Pokemon, it's just. I've seen so many Tentacles and Tentacruels thanks to the first game. I have a very large distaste for them because of it. I guess in some aspect you could say the same thing about Wingull. They had, in Ruby and Sapphire, they had so many Wingull, it was kind of annoying. Alright. Bottle of Carvos. Alright. I believe that is speed? Yes, speed. You know what? Yeah. Let's increase your speed. So, let me recheck that. So, 89 speed, so a little bit slower than... Oh, about the same speed as our friend here, Adamentry. That's not great. Lucardios are typically glass cannons, so they're not going to do a whole lot, but yeah, kind of in the middle in the speed there. Not terrible, but he is several levels lower than the rest of the gang, so that's probably going to change as he levels. But currently it's a bit on the low side. Yeah, definitely do an honor sphere. Alright, I'm sorry, Boizel. Yeah, he's quite a bit lower in level. But that's fine. Also, the other thing I noticed that we didn't do was the strength part under the cycling road. So it'll probably be a whole different episode of that. So apparently, water flying is Dascus's weakness here. Not a fan of that. Not a fan. Alright. Well, you want to intimidate me? Well, I've got someone more intimidating. Really? How about have a spark? There you go. Thank you so very much. Alright, Xylo. But yeah, gotta level up. That's speed though, good grief. Ow, ow, my leg cramp. That did not hinder anything in your Pokemon. But sorry for the leg cramp. I know those absolutely are just terrible to deal with. I've had a ton of those. Oh, I was not thinking you were a trainer. Alright. Don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Alright, so you've got to be joking. Alright. Just top yourself off, my friend. It's not like it had a whole lot of health to begin with. And it's a Magikarp, for crying out loud. Oh, you actually do have a Gyarados, but you have like level 28 Magikarps. Good to know. Good to know. This is ridiculous to deal with. That might be a slight problem, but also probably won't be. Oh my goodness. It was just enough to make sure that I didn't one-shot it. Ugh. That's just mean. Get out of here. Get out of here, Gyarados. No one likes the fact that you're around right now. I was gonna say no one likes you, but no, there's some people that like Gyarados. I've used a Gyarados before, like, back in Gen 1. Gen 1 Gyarados was ridiculous. Because especially with how the moves were set, like, only the type of move depended on whether it was a physical or special. And you could teach Gyarados Bubble Beam, and it would be considered a physical attack, and it would do a ton of damage. And you got Bubble Beam from Misty, so it was just like, okay, we'll have a Gyarados with Bubble Beam. You could also do the same thing with, you could also do the same with, oh gosh, Flamethrower. You could teach it Flamethrower. Alright, well anyway, yeah, I went and bought a ton of Moo Moo Milk and some more revives. So, that way we didn't have to worry about it. This route, I know you can catch Float Soul in it. I don't know everything else that you can catch here. I just remember Floatzel being one of them. So if you just didn't want to deal with a Weasel, but you wanted a Floatzel, there you go. I I remember the first time I played through this game, I had both a Shellos and a Weasel, and when you could first catch them, and I typically never got two of the same type, but I did with this run, and took them to endgame. So they're both good in their own right. People consider me an ace trainer. Let me demonstrate the skills that earn me that title. Okay. Staravia. I mean, I'm just gonna completely destroy it, you know? I mean, it's 33. I'm only a little bit higher level than it, but, you know, this is what happens when you cause problems. Also, side note, I did notice is when I switched Dasquez to follow me around instead of like Drifloon or a Gasloon and whatnot, I noticed that it was going to be a lot better as far as for the happiness part. It really helps with it. So for those who want to do friendliness evolutions, that's a good way to accelerate it. Oh, I also forgot. I took off Curse because Elementary was learning Crunch. I wanted a little bit more type coverage for him and where he's not hurting himself with Woodhammer all the time. So I did teach him that. So I do actually have a Dark Attack since we took Bite off of Cerberus. So. And ran Girafarig. Also, Girafarig started appearing in the underground, so that was a big deal. Yay, I knew you could do it, buddy. Burning with jealousy of her raw talent. Oh. Romanus Park isn't open yet. We're still setting up. A place for new beginnings. Okay, so this area used to be where you did transfers from the GBA games to the DS games. So I wonder what that's for in this one. Oh, piss off. Sorry, it's just like when people have that kind of an attitude, it's just like, no, you can have a million seats. I do not care for your attitude. Like, you can't get there before me. Like, I care. But yes, this is Hippopotas. I've never understood how to actually say its name. But it's also something that was appearing in the underground, and I caught the female version of it, and since it was level 39, I just leveled it up once to get the Hippowdon, so it's actually got, it had one of its egg moves, but it was completely useless, so it was Swallow. It's like, well, you can't stockpile. Well, I don't know if that's an egg move or not, honestly. I mean, I guess I could look. Now, let's see. Oh, yeah. That's an egg knife. Because there's no way it's not. Yeah, so stockpile, swallow, spit up, curse, whirlwind, slack off, body slam, sand tomb, and revenge. Yeah, that's all of its moves. So, well, egg moves, as it were. Now we're good. Well, maybe I should have used another one. I don't know. I see a house up there. Well, there's more Wingull here. Well, let's not bother. It's a Sudowoodo. Okay, it does have an idle animation, but it's so minute. You can barely see it unless you really look at it. Anyway. I saw today's number is 73. Show me a Pokemon that's level 73 and I'll reward you. I don't have any Pokemon that high level, sir. Alright. Well, that being said, we can't do anything here. So, let's head up. Let's ride the bike. Also, Lucario is actually pretty good at keeping up with the bike. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Keep forgetting you don't actually need to get momentum with that. Those are still growing. I did put honey on that. The only thing that I got was a male Combi. I don't... If anything, I was wanting the female version of it. Because that's the only one that can evolve. But I forgot. Like, this game makes it almost impossible to find a female version of Combi. I'm used to Sword and Shield where you could find them just littered everywhere. It's like, oh, you want a female Combi? Oh yeah, there's like 12 of them right there. Makes no sense as to why that's the case, but it is. Alright. Oh yeah, I need to grab someone from... Not Pokedex. I don't think I can actually bring anyone. I'm not going to try it, just because it's going to be a headache if... Because... Can you? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. It used to be you could not remove them from your party if they had a ball capsule, which made it incredibly annoying. Which is another reason why I never messed with them previously. Alright. Question. Now that I've used Flash, if I switch him out, does that make the Flash not work anymore? No. Okay, we're good. So, it didn't matter who I switched out. Boom. Okay, so this room. Okay, this is a weird one. I remember this being weird. Also, you can catch Gibble here. That's the other thing. You do want to be careful about that because, like I said, I'm not going to use... Oh my goodness! I'm not going to use it, but if I find it, I definitely will catch it. Because finding them is a pain in the neck, and then going through the whole process of leveling them is going to be also a pain. Alright. Oh my goodness, what is with this encounter rate? Seriously. I would have to use a repel just to get through this. What in the world, game? This should not be the encounter rate. Oh. Also, I just realized that there was that there, and I did not grab it. Alright, fine. Oh my goodness. I never thought it would be this ridiculous to get through it. Alright. And the only reason I haven't put a repel on is because I just, again, like I said, I'm not going to use it, but also looking for a Gibble. But... Just leave. Just please leave. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Because I genuinely don't think it's gonna be... If I can always stick around while I'm looking for the Pokemon. It's just... getting through here's a giant pain in the neck. Alright. Max Ether. Alright. I'm okay with that. And then you can drop back down. Oh my goodness. No, game. Grip Claw, that increases either damage or the amount of turns that you can keep something in a bind. We got a revive. Okay, that works. Yes. Alright, there we go. And we got Earthquake. Torterra doesn't... Oh, Torterra. Again, I'm used to calling them by their Pokemon's like species name. Adamantry is doesn't need it. Yeah. So, I was just looking at the time. So, that's going to be it for this episode. I'll kind of look around for a little bit more and see if I actually find a Gipple. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. And the next one will actually start heading to the Lake Acuity. So, see you guys later.